Hi folks, this is Peter Boykin, and thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. I am running for North Carolina Lieutenant Governor. Now I think it's time for us to go right.
We'll be right back with Go Right News. You can follow us on GoRightNews.com for more information.
Hi fellow patriots, this is Peter Boykin from #GoRight. Share this right now. Time to go right.
Go Right headline news. The House passed Speaker Kevin McCarthy's debt ceiling bill, handing the Republican leader a key legislative win and setting the stage for him to restart negotiations with the White House before risking a default on the country's loans. Source: WashX. The Biden Department of Justice is suing the state of Tennessee over a bill barring child sex change procedures on the grounds that it allegedly violates the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. Source: Daily Caller. The NRA filed a lawsuit in Washington state after Democratic Governor Jay Inslee signed a bill banning so-called assault weapons. Source: Fox News. Disney sued Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, alleging he has waged a relentless campaign to weaponize government power against the company. Source: CNBC. Joe Biden's 2024 re-election effort is debuting a new 7-figure ad campaign in a number of key battleground states. Source: Washington Examiner. Attorneys for Hunter Biden met with Department of Justice prosecutors to discuss criminal charges that might be filed against President Joe Biden's son. Source: CNBC. The yuan became the most widely used currency for cross-border transactions in China in March 2023, overtaking the dollar for the first time. Source: Reuters. Florida's resigned to run law, forcing a state lawmaker to resign if they run for national office, is being reworked to allow Governor Ron DeSantis to remain governor amid a potential 2024 GOP presidential primary. Source: Newsmax. Chinese President Xi Jinping told Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky during their first call that he will send a peace envoy to the war-torn nation. Source: Fox News. The Texas House approved a bill to beef up school safety, including hiring at least one armed security officer at every campus, providing incentives for school employees to get certified to carry a weapon, and installing silent panic alert buttons in every classroom. Source: Texas Tribune. San Francisco prosecutors made an abrupt about-face and said they will now move ahead with charging a vagrant who beat a former fire commissioner with a crowbar, after quietly trying to drop the case. Source: NY Post. Please visit GoRightNews.com for more news.
Hi folks, this is Peter Boykin from #GoRight. Let me break some things down. If you do not support any more Republicans, you only by proxy support the wrong Republicans to stay in office. But you also support the left to keep winning. That could win. Remember folks, the GOP and our government is we the people, by the people, for the people, beholden to the people. But we have to be involved. Those are the ones that make the decisions. In North Carolina, a state that is critical to win. We cannot even get the GOP members to go to the city council to speak on behalf of what is good or needed on open mic days. In fact, the registered GOP members failed, and many others, because they refuse to get involved. No, going to a Trump rally doesn't count as getting involved. So if we allow the 50 people out of 200,000 registered Republicans to decide what the GOP is about in these places, and then duplicate those across the United States, then what we have is a GOP that does not reflect the actual majority of the voter base. So when you say you will never support the GOP again, or complain about certain rhinos, or the GOP not being for Trump, or what you think is important, remember, it's your fault, because if all you did was vote and many of you didn't do that, didn't even do that. You didn't do enough. You never really supported the GOP because you will never bother to get involved. And I will say this again, no going to a rally or a Trump rally does not count. To top it off, you all complained about a fraud in the election. Yet you never bothered to, 1, volunteer to register votes. 2, help a candidate, door to door, whatever you need to do, money, whatever. 3, make phone calls. Most important, very anonymous making phone calls. 4, give out materials outside of polls. When you go to polls, Democrats are out there like crazy giving out materials. There's barely a Republican to cover every poll location. 5, volunteer to be a poll watcher. 6, volunteer to be a poll observer. It might be the same. They do have different duties. 7, volunteer to be an election judge. And 8, volunteer to be an election official. Those are things that you could do. Instead, you let the Democrats do all that. And the ones you believe, those are the ones you believe are corrupt. But you let them do that because you don't get involved. And I know there was counties out there. People did get involved. And people did go and they said they got pushed out. But honestly, all those other counties, those smaller counties and everything else, they did not have volunteers. If you're in a county that has way more volunteers that you need, then start sending some of these volunteers to help other counties, especially with the phone calls, because you can do that anywhere. Again, going to a Trump rally is not activism. In fact, the point of a rally is to motivate you to be active and do all the above things that I just spoke about. Yet we hear the same excuses from lazy Republicans. Yes, lazy Republicans. 1, I got a job. 2, I got kids. 3, I got a family. Don't get me wrong. All of the above are great things to have. Great things for conservatives. We absolutely care about family, jobs, and kids. Before, you give excuses like, we Republicans do that. We don't do that. We don't throw rallies. We don't get involved. Only those lazy leftists with no jobs or kids or family have time to do this. Yet, somehow, you Republican or GOP person have time to find, you find all the time to 1, attend sporting events, 2, go out to eat, 3, go to the movies, 4, watch Fox News all day and bitch, and 5, post on social media all day. That's not activism, folks, but that is time that you could be spending doing something for America, going right for America, going right for the world. Yet, you still find time to drop everything and wait in line for hours for a Trump rally, just like it's Black Friday. Wait, there's another one. You wait in line for sales on Black Friday. So you see saying that you are ejecting the GOP is redundant. That's because you already have. Yet you're talking about you want to start a third party. How are you going to start a third party when you can't even maintain the party you're in now? You think you're going to continue to be involved in a third party? I don't think so. It's time to go right. Go right to your local GOP office. Get involved. Bring your anger to the meetings and go in mass. Go in a massive amount. Gather your friends, all your pissed off people, and go in mass. Take over your local GOP. Shape it into the pro-Trump, anti-swamp political group you want it to be. It's all up to you. So no need to, create a third party when you have an existing one all ready to be transformed easily. The future is up to you, and what are you willing to put into it? So will you hashtag Go Right for America? Will you participate in the great American revival? Because together we can and will make America great again. But it's up to you. It is up to you. It's time to join the Go Right movement. It is time to hashtag Go Right for America. Join us at GoRight.us and GoRightNews.com. It is time for the great American revival, and it is time to hashtag Go Right for America.